Watch this.
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hugs, put in work, go rubs. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Wick, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
Big guys and goes easy, off the easy, push easy. With my steppers, our special kids, make it blitz so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All my fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That TF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That TF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat Botese, Jeremy McGinnis, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ron Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out.
The Dub, baby. You heard it first. The Dub.
You all wanted the lights, you wanted the camera, and you wanted the action. And you got it. What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? Now, what you gonna do with it?
I'm repping the Big U Sports League. These boys be playing at warp speed. If you got a good coach, support please. It's a heavyweight fight with more teams. The media hype is on team. With that boy Hall of Fame, we gon' win. With the BYC, we roll in. When they go against us, they gon' fold in. Don't be late for the rush hour. He be acting like Ghost when he on power. The fans be ready to go hours. When they talking cash money, it goes sour. But they be off the hook when they on the book. 22 bus.
To advertise your business or event, call the Dub High School Sports Line at 972-449-6022. For rates and placements, email the dubhssports@gmail.com. Support your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast with shows every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. and every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Your business is our business, so let's do business. Only on the Dub.
Raymond Wesley, you can reach me on Instagram or Wesley25. I do weddings, birthdays, personal orders, whatever you need, all bacon. Phone number 816-359-1762. And then also you can email me at rwesley1920 at You all wanted the lights, you wanted the camera, and you wanted the action. And you got it. What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? Now, what you gonna do with it?
I'm repping the Big U Sports League. These boys be playing at warp speed. If you got a good coach, support please. It's a heavyweight fight with more teams. The media hype is on team. With that boy Hall of Fame, we gon' win. With the BYC, we roll in. When they go against us, they gon' fold in. Don't be late for the rush hour. He be acting like Ghost when he on power. The fans be ready to go hours. When they talking cash money, it goes sour. But they be off the hook when they on the book. 22 bus sauce for the.
Right, all right. What it do? What it do? Dub salute. Man, if it ain't live, it ain't me. It's your boy Bo, episode 78, I believe, right? The Leon Lett edition.
Leon Lett.
Man, normally I say it's going down, but we got all types of craziness going on the show in the background, all types of stuff. We're trying to see if we can rectify that with our guests or whatever, but we'll figure that part out. Other than that, man, the game changer. Willow Ware, what's good?
Oh, you know, man. Shoot, just woke up, man. It took a nap. Oh,
boy.
But I'm here. You know what I mean? Long day, but I'm here. I'm
glad you're here because I guess it's not here yet.
Yeah, we need everybody. We need the whole crew here.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, he'll come, man.
Look, hopefully the guest comes in and stuff. We normally don't have that happen, but this has been weird. I talked to the guest at 5:44 and we were good. And then also our other guest said they'll be late. Swaggy, I guess he's a guest now, but he's supposed to be talking playoff.
That's why I consider him as he's an associate.
Oh man, guilty by association. All right, B Rise, what's going on, Batman?
Man, what up, fellas, man? What up, fellas, man? Say, coach, man. So we woke you up, coach, for the show.
Hey, you don't even realize.
We apologize, man.
Look, no, you don't even realize. I actually laid there. Was like, man, I'm not finna get up. They gonna have to go on this show without me.
No, because you can't beat me, sleep. I got to pray those people. They can't happen.
Hey, listen. I might. I know you got your Batman shirt on. You represent today, man. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna at least 5-10 minutes.
Oh yeah, I got a good hour and a half in me.
Okay.
Hey, you might be able to say that half because if the guests don't come, we might only get an hour show.
Yeah.
On the cool, bro. Hey, yeah, if that guest don't come on, we're going a solid 59 minutes. But J Mac, what's going on, my homie?
What up, big homie?
Man, salute, fellas. How y'all doing, man?
My boy.
Good, man. Been watching a little basketball. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a big fan of girls basketball. So I went to the game last night with DeSoto and Cedar Hill. You know what I'm saying? I tell you what, boy, that DeSoto team. I don't know who's gonna beat them, but it's gonna have to be a team that can shoot. I know that because they tall, they long, athletic. That's a good team.
Boy, coach is vicious over there. I saw a video, and I should have put the video on the show, but man, she be on them girls' ass, bro. Like she ain't playing no games on that sideline, boy. She kind of remind me of some of the old school coaches that used to coach us back in the days.
Oh, she on it then.
Oh yeah, she be on it. She and shout out to the homie Joe Garcia, man. That's the reason why I went. I want to check his daughter out, man. Man, she's a baller, man. I can't believe she's just a sophomore. 5'10" guard. Dog, okay. I'm talking super athletic. Hey,
is the Muhammad girl, is she still on the team?
I have to know her number. I have to know what number she is.
Okay. All the Muhammads that went to Sox, so they just steady be bringing out athletes. And I know she was a top-notch player at DeSoto within the last year or so. So
I tell you that everybody on that team is athletic.
Hey, J Mac, if you make that team, you got to play Bagley. It ain't like back in the day where you just on the team just for. So if you're on that team, you got to hoop. And what you saying?
No doubt.
Okay. Ward say she's number one. Okay. Yeah. She good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You say I remember she good.
No, everybody on that team good, man. I mean, it's crazy, man. I mean, like I said, the homie Joe Garcia, his daughter is really good. Both they bigs are good. I'm gonna be honest, they real good. Our most impressive one of the night, probably for me, was actually Cedar Hill best player, number 15. Like, she had half their points. Like, she was balling, dog. Like, balling. Like, she was keeping them in the game single-handedly, like, for real. But DeSoto they're just too good, man. They just, they wear you down. It's just too many of them.
No, really. I went out to the Roosevelt game last night. I had to stop by my old stomping grounds. That's why I was showing the video in the beginning, man. It was a beautiful scene. Hey, shout out to Willow, where I saw him rocking the Cedar Crest jerseys last night in the game. And I got on there, did Hall of Fame's little broadcast, whatever, because they wanted Hall of Fame to come through and show love. He did. And then they gave me a mic and I talked about the game. But it was good. The atmosphere was off the chain, bro. Like, it felt like a football game. They had the band in there just beating the drums and blowing the horns all loud. You had alumni from the past. You had Grimes up in the building. Bowleg, my boy, was up in the building and stuff, man. It was a beautiful scene. A bunch of energy in the building. First half, 30-26, playing Cato Mills. And the atmosphere was on fire. Then the second half happened. So, oh no, they walked the boys out the door the second half and won by like 20 something. But
Damn.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. And then Cato Mills fans was all hyped and a little rowdy and stuff. So they opened the doorway on this side, made them walk out the back side. I'm like, yeah, don't let them go through the front side where they got to see everybody else. They were a little rowdy. But Belt was rowdy as well, man. It was a beautiful scene, though. I love it. And got to talk to some people I ain't seen in years and stuff like that. So I love the scene. Belt was in the building. Belt was in the house. It felt like a special place. In the camp, man, the campus, I guess I hadn't been paying attention. I know they were remodeling campuses and stuff. I hadn't been inside of Carter's since they remodeled, but damn, Belt was off the chain. It looked like a totally different school than when I went there.
Hey, man, that it's fresh. Now they just got to get some kids in there.
Right.
On the cool. So it's Carter.
We gotta get you some shades, man. I mean, if you go sit up there like like what's the name of that man when they kept the dead white man? They kept him up. And if you gonna sit up there like Bernie,
I need some of them glasses. I need some shades.
You talking about a weekend with Bernie?
Weekend with Bernie, yeah. We got a night with Coach Carl. We gotta put some shades on yourself, man.
Yeah, hey, we were wobbling a little bit, wasn't he? Carl said, hey, maybe that's hey.
I told y'all got about 30, 40 seconds.
Hey, hey, I don't know. I'm gonna go biblical, but every weapon formed against the show shall not prosper, and they won't perish. So I guess we're not gonna get Parish on here tonight.
I'm still trying. I'm texting.
Still trying. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I think he might have fell asleep too. Now I know we had that happen before with my boy Ward.
So do I need to say Parish won't win a game next year?
Yeah, say that. Right now.
Look, I would say they dug the smoke, but they don't dug smoke. So you know, they're about that action, man.
No, they're about that action, boss. And I was gonna bring up all the graphics and stuff with how they about that action, but we ain't gonna use it tonight. It's gonna be like that night when Carter was supposed to come on and Swaggy didn't set that up right. All right, all right. So here we go. Shout out to Coach Mathis. This is a National Minority Award. This came across my desk. I don't know if y'all saw this. I don't even remember if this was even in the group at all. But he was named National High School Coach of the Year, and he was on the same list with Mike Tomlin for the Steelers. I don't know how Mike Tomlin got. I guess they made the playoffs, didn't they? He got the Professional Coach of the Year. So yeah, this is a minority awards. Jamil Hill, whatever she doing, I ain't seen her on the scene in a couple of years, and Willie Simmons at Florida A&M, and Gene Smith at Ohio State. So man. Hey, this is a big award, a national award. And then shout out to Sandra Douglas Morgan, who's the president of the Raiders. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Raiders, I see it. Man, progressive.
And they got a black head coach.
Yeah. I like him too, man. He come through there with a little swag, wearing the leather jacket. I think he was watching soccer. He come through there dressing like he coaches soccer or something. All right, and then shout out. I was waiting on the Swagger report, but I guess we just gonna have to go and shout out CC without him. They're moving on. Yeah, they're moving on second round. Shout out to them. If I knew our coach wasn't coming on, I would have actually had more interviews and stuff on here that I could have put on here. But this is something we're gonna do. I actually want to show this. And we're gonna post this on the Dub page. All right, right here, we're gonna do our first annual All Dub awards, and we'll do this show next week where we're gonna highlight the All Dub team. Man, forget the Dallas Morning News one and the and the whoever else does it. It's only official when the Dub do it. So we're gonna do the Dub show. But this is what we're gonna do that's different. All right, so right here, it's obvious that you can tell who the first three slots for the 6A all defensive line is. We got Kiki Abrams, DeSoto, shout out to him. We got Colin Simmons, Duncanville. Shout out to him. We got Alex January, Duncanville. Shout out to him. We're going to give the fans the vote for the 4th slot. So when we go running backs, we'll probably have about 2 to 4 running backs. Our list is going to be whatever the hell we want to see. We'll probably have 4 running backs, and we'll probably pick 2 or 3 of them, and then we're going to let the fans vote for the 4th slot. You'll go on the Dub High School page, and you can vote there. We want y'all to join that page now. We want you to like that page. This will be exclusively on that page. This is an opportunity for y'all to be a part of the vote. So we want y'all to go on there. We're going to put every position on there. Give us about Friday to do that. And then we'll make all the announcements on the show, and the fan votes will count. We're not going to vote for a slot. You guys will. So, I know everybody going to be voting for their babies and all that type of stuff. But, hey, whoever comes out is going to come out. If it's wrong, it ain't on us. It's on y'all. So y'all got anything to add to this?
Yes, because I'm gonna be honest. I love the 3 we got, but y'all know I've been pushing and pushing and pushing. So I'm gonna put my nominee in there, and it's gonna be Marshall. It's gonna be Marshall from DeSoto.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, and but it's open for anybody in DFW, but that's gonna be my vote. I'm just letting you know.
That's my vote too. Marshall Curve, and I'm rocking with him. That's my dog. And the line play is the biggest thing. I think the linemen are gonna be really good. On the linemen for the offense, I'm gonna drop 3 of them in there and leave a few spots open. But you ain't gonna know how many we're gonna put on there. Like DBs, you normally have 4 with your safeties. I'm probably gonna have 6 slots on there. We'll probably drop in 4 and then leave the other 2 open. But this is a chance for y'all to be interactive on the Dub page. We want y'all to share with everybody y'all know. We want y'all to like the page. We want y'all to join the page so we can give y'all more content like that. But I think that's going to be dope to include the Dub fans. We'll do some giveaways. I know Courtney said I owe him a shirt, so I guess I need to get him a shirt. But I'm going to make it interactive and give y'all guys some shirts. I'm going to give away a bunch of shirts this year. Speaking of shirts, we rocking, baby. Rocking. I don't know if y'all can see
that. Even though, man, I got a little beef with you, man. You stole my Dub salute, dog. Because I started. I started that Dub salute, man.
Well, wait a minute. You can't have the Dub salute and the One and Done boys. Wait, and I want everybody.
I don't want the One and Done boys. The One and Done boys they did nothing but got me enemies. That's all the One and Done boys they got me. I show up with my fist balled up everywhere I go because of the goddamn One and Done boys.
That is true.
Hey, we got for the love of Swaggy on here, and we got Coach Carr Willowware. I couldn't figure out Coach Carr Willowware, but if Coach Carr got something else he want to be known by more so, let me know. But something tells me he's gonna be wanting to know about Willowware.
No.
All right, what you want to be known for?
No, because that's not a Willowware production. So I wouldn't want that to be known.
Okay, look, it's cross promo. Yeah, like J-Man. J-Man, what would be the moniker for Coach Carr? Because I was trying to think about that.
I think the best thing for Coach Carr will probably be God, because you got to think of it in one word.
I would let the comments make it. I don't know what it is.
Hey, y'all tell us in the comments. What? Give us like 2 or 3 words that best describe Willow on the show. Because for me, it take a little bit more. Because I know this is scheduled, right?
Well, he been.
All right, we'll check this out. Well, we're gonna invite somebody that's definitely not a one and done boy to the stage. Here we go.
Bad football. That's it. Bad football.
Yeah, I like that. Coach Carr, bad football. All right,
bad football. Oh, yeah.
We got you. And speaking of not having bad football, we got Episcopal coach, Daniel. That's your last name. I don't want to butcher it, Coach.
NOVAKOV.
NOVAKOV. Okay.
Yeah.
I almost said NOVAKOV, but we're rocking.
What up, Coach?
What's up?
Oh man.
Hey, that might describe his style though. NOVAKOV might describe his style.
Right.
Yeah. All right,
It
Coach.
takes a while, but it kicks in. Once it kicks in, they gone.
So, Coach, you had us a little nervous in the background. Coach Carr told us before the show, he was like, he barely popped on. He's like, man, I was asleep before the show. I'm like,
yeah. I'm like, past my bedtime, so I'm usually asleep too by now.
Okay. I figured it had to be there. So, man, we appreciate you jumping on. You are the fifth state champion to jump on since the state championships. I know we had Anna on, Duncanville, DeSoto. Who else we have on here? I'm off. I'm trying to make Anna. We had Anna. DeSoto, Parish. Maybe that's it.
Yeah. Huh? Well, they know him. We had. Did Coach Barner come on from Duncanville? Did we have Barner come on?
Did. Yeah, we had Barner come on.
Yeah, Barner come on.
So congratulations on another one.
Appreciate
it. Yes, sir.
And another one. So that's what is that? 3 in a row? Or we had 4 in a row?
5 in a row, but who's counting? That's 5.
Oh, man, just pure domination. It's double.
Oh my God! Look, I'm making an Alito type run.
Trying.
How many is that in the school's history? I know y'all had one way back.
Oh man. Well, it's 5 and it's 5 in 6A, and then 2 in 5A. So 7.
So 7. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. You're on Alito's tail. I think Alito got 12 of them. Shout out to Alito. They sent me some gifts or whatever. So we got the state championship corn from Alito. So if y'all have any gifts,
we can do better than that. Send me your address. We can outdo them on that.
Already, yeah.
We'll do way better.
I'm gonna send you mine too, Coach. I need mine.
Send me your address. We'll do way better.
Yeah, already.
We got you. Now they did send us a lot of stuff. They sent us a care packet. They sent us a little poster. And
we'll send you a hoodie. We'll send you a hoodie.
Don't say they sent us.
Oh my bad. They sent me. So yeah, we'll put everybody's address in there so everybody can get a care pack and show it.
Yeah,
off.
there you go. We'll send you a hoodie and a coin. That way we'll outdo them with the coin.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie. DeSoto sent me this. So
well. I can do that too. I mean, I can send you a medal. I mean, a generic medal. We can send that, but we can do.
Who said, "Hey, no problem, Coach? Hey, no problem."
Okay, I love it. All right, so man, 5 in a row. Really, the only way you can top that is to win another 5 in a row, catch Alito or something like that. But man, the one thing I do like about your program and respect about your program is you guys can compete on any level. You know, when you mention private schools, you're like, hey, yeah, they're pretty good and stuff like that. But you guys are a different breed of private school. I saw a list and I was gonna put it on the show, but it was just too doggone blurry. But they had y'all rated as the #1 private school in the state. Dallas Christian was on that list. Plano Prestonwood was on that list. A couple of Houston teams and all that. But I mean, just pound for pound, best in the state on that level. But I would dare say that y'all would be one of the best teams in the state on any level. Like if y'all were in 5A. Let me ask you this: what division would y'all be in? You think?
Because 4A D1 probably by numbers would be the division, but I'll tell you this: part of the reason we did that is because everybody says private school. They're just playing nobody private school, so we got tired of that crap. So, I mean, we scheduled all comers. We still schedule all comers. It's hard to get people to play us now because of that, but it don't matter. We'll play anybody. I mean, if you get your butt whooped, you get your butt whooped. But I get sick of people ducking people. You see
I
it all
love
over
it.
the place.
I like
I
that.
got
I love it. Dub salute.
But you
Crowley
football.
need a week too. Can you help them out?
Woo.
Who does?
Crowley.
Coach Lynn.
Crowley.
Oh, Crowley. I mean, I got a week too, but I'd love to play any. I mean, I don't care. I'll play anybody anytime. I can't drop my week two. Who dropped him?
Let's make it happen, J-Man.
Who dropped him?
I'm not sure who dropped. I got to ask him who dropped him, but I just saw he posted yesterday.
Did he really?
They need a week too.
Yeah, and what happened was with realignment and stuff, a lot of teams lost matchups because of how that district shaped out. I don't think he ever got that week two because I think he was looking for it on the day that Coach Carr and I was out at the event as well.
Yeah.
At the realignment. So
somebody needs to take over scheduling. They need to make a czar of high school football and let that person take over the scheduling, and everybody should agree to it, and they should give you the matchup, and that way you don't get into all that nonsense about people trying to game the system to get teams or whatever.
Absolutely.
How do you feel about coaches making their schedule to keep their jobs as opposed to get their teams better?
I mean, I understand people got to try to keep their job, but I mean, if you're having to make your schedule and you're scared to play people, that tells me you don't have a good team to begin with. So your job's you're probably not going to have your job for a long time anyway. I don't understand that method to it, but I get trying to get wins, but then it turns into this whole thing of dropping people and, agreeing to games. And that's what I don't like is when you agree to a game and you drop somebody and you go play somebody else. That stuff, you can't cuss on here. That stuff gets old, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's rather annoying too, Coach, but it tells a lot more about that person as a coach than it does anything else. And to be honest, you can see it in the play, the way they programs play. You know what I mean? Like the teams who openly duck people, they don't go very far.
Nope.
You know what I mean? It's just something that's inherited in your team because that's the way you are as a coach. It's a direct reflection.
Imagine if they let the NFL make their own schedule and you just watch the same teams play each other over and over again, the same other teams play each other over and over again. It'd be a lot more fun if somebody would make the schedule and then everybody would agree to it and play it. I'll tell you the other one I can't stand either is the whole private school versus public school. I don't come down on either side of it, but the whole we won't play private school because we're a public school deal, that gets old too. And play good football teams. I don't know. I mean, that's just my personal take. I respect the heck out of those guys, Todd, Buchanan, those guys that play us and didn't worry about getting beat by a private school or beating a private school. I don't know. I mean, I think good football is good football and play who you play, and that's that.
Because I think it goes back to what we just talked about. Like, you have a 6A school that won't play a really good 5A school because they don't want to take that chance of losing to a 5A school, right?
Yeah.
So there's a difference between a good team playing a private school team. At the end of the day, they don't want to be that school to lose to a private school team. But good football is good football. Bad ball is bad ball. You know what I mean? Like,
let's put the elephant in the room. Recruiting is recruiting. Yeah, I mean, public schools are recruiting just like private schools are recruiting. And if your program is any good, it's recruiting for itself. I mean, I don't begrudge DeSoto. I don't think he's out there recruiting kids off people's roster. People are wanting to go to DeSoto because of the program he built. People are wanting to go to whatever school because of the program they built. And everybody is quote unquote recruiting. You're marketing your program anyway. So that whole deal about, private schools recruit or this program recruits and we're not going to play them. I mean, I don't get that whole thing either. You're marketing your program to whoever wants to come. And if they want to come on. If they want to leave, leave. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't get the whole, we won't play them because they recruit. And they do it private and public. They label programs as recruiting. And I think that part is a joke too.
Yeah, I call that the hoe syndrome.
There you go.
If that's your reason for not playing somebody, you just a hoe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree. I mean, you said it. I didn't say it, but I agree with it. I don't know what I'm allowed to say and not say, but I agree with it.
Love it. Oh man. Let me ask about your schedule going, and before even the schedule. So, in the 5A, 6A, and across the state, They're going crazy about realignment. Do y'all actually have a realignment, or it's kind of
our realignment happened in October. So,
okay.
Yeah, we got our realignment. Our schedule's about to be finalized. We got to get contracts back and all that stuff before we put everybody we try to put everybody on a contract because we've dealt with so many people back out, come back in, out, all that stuff. So we try to get everybody to sign a contract before we release the schedule. And but yeah, we have the realignment in October. I think they added 2 teams to our district this year. Yeah, they did. Legacy and Argyle Liberty Christian.
Gotcha. And and I mean, hell, there's a school popping up on every corner every year, so I guess they have to do realignment everywhere. Is yours every 2 years?
Is what?
Is your realignment every 2 years?
Every 2 years, yeah. Every 2 years, yep.
Okay. So what is the preseason schedule looking like so far? Because you guys have run the gauntlet the last few years with that schedule.
It's still going to be a gauntlet. We got LBJ and Episcopal back for sure, and we're still waiting on 3 other contracts to come back in, but before I can say them, because I don't want to get it out there and then have people get disappointed or whatever. So but those 2 are back, and then Alito wouldn't play me this year.
Alito ducked you. Hold on, Coach. Hold on. I need you to be more specific. Or are they ducking you?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say Alito ducks anybody, but I mean, I'd love to play. I mean, I'd love to play them again, but they said they didn't have a game, so you'd have to ask them that question. But no, I don't think they're ducking. Alito, I mean, that programs like that, none of those programs in that realm duck people, but
no.
I don't know.
No. Alito, I think they did only ducks the southern sector.
Didn't they get put in a 9-team district? They did. There you go. I think they got put in a 9-team district, though, to be honest with you, but I don't know. I didn't follow it that closely.
Absolutely. Right. Say it again, Coach. Preach, Coach. All right. So you had some I'm trying to find this. You had some all-state players. Was it 3 of them?
Oh man, I haven't. Well, it depends on which all-state team you're talking about, but I had more than 3 of them probably. Which team are you talking about? The Padilla Poll or which one?
I can't find it. I had a graphic for it, and I don't have the graphic in there. There was a graphic with you posing with about 3 players. Like you say, you probably had more than that, but that's the one they had on the graphic. Can't find it. All right. Bad producing by me tonight. I had a bunch of graphics, but you do got some pretty pictures out here.
Yeah, there you go.
Never get tired.
I mean, we had a bunch of kids on the Padilla Poll one. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about, but then we had 10 out of 16 seniors signed somewhere to play college football, which is pretty good for us this year too.
Yes,
hey, that's what it's about, signing day and stuff. What is the kid that we interviewed last year? The linebacker. What was his name?
The DN, right? Was he a DN?
No.
We interviewed both of them, the DN and the line. The
right.
DN
Trey Williams.
Yeah.
Trey Williams, or what year was it? Last year?
Yeah, last year. It wasn't Trey
Williams. Demery, Trey Williams. I'm trying to think who else would have been.
He was one of the top linebackers.
Seth Scott?
Yes, Seth.
Was it Seth Scott from Cedar Hill?
Yes, Seth. Yeah, exactly. Seth Scott. How's Seth doing?
He's doing good. I actually just talked to him yesterday. I think he's going to go. He's going to transfer from LSU, but he's doing good.
Oh wow, is he?
Yeah, I think so. He's not getting much of an opportunity, so I think he's going to go to. I don't know. I don't want to speak for him, but I think he's going to go somewhere and get an opportunity.
Where are you at?
He's at LSU right now.
Okay.
Yes,
Well, he walked on? Oh, he's signed?
Yeah, he did a PWO. Yeah. But the guy who recruited him, which happens a lot in recruiting, he left. Brian Polian. You remember Brian Polian?
Right.
That was at LSU, Bill Polian's son. So he left, and then he went to John Carroll, and I don't know if that's where Seth's going to end up going, but that was the guy that recruited him.
Okay, good deal. Yeah, I was always wanting to follow him. I thought he was a good kid. I feel like he has the aptitude to be a coach in the future.
Let me tell you this about him: if there was one kid you want to take to war with you, that'd be the kid you take.
Absolutely.
That was a bad MFer right there. I mean, that dude was unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Tough as nails.
All right. So, how do you feel about the team you got coming back? Did you lose a lot of seniors? I know you said you got 10 out of 16 that got scholarships, so it means a lot went out the door. How you feel about the team coming back?
Better. I mean, 2 years ago, when we lost that group of kids, the one that beat Alito and almost beat Sock and beat China Spring and beat all those teams, that was to me that was one of the best private school teams. That team, and then Bishop Dunn, the year they had the kid that went to A&M, Williams was his first name. You know who I'm talking about? Brian Williams. Those two private school teams are probably the best I've ever seen. And then so when we lost all those kids, we had one returning starter coming back. Oh, you may be talking about Caleb Irving. Is that who you interviewed?
Yeah.
That's going to Purdue, the defensive lineman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
going to
right.
Purdue. Yeah. That's he's going to Purdue. But Caleb was the only one coming back that was a true starter on our defense. We had one other kid that was safety, Drayson Crane, that was a newcomer of the year. So we, we really had one and a half starters coming back on defense. We had 7 or 8 on offense, but last year was the year that we were most worried about how we were going to be, and we started out rough and then got better as the season went along and started rolling. But this year we should have 7 and 7 coming back on both sides of the ball, which ain't bad. I mean, it's not bad. So we should be okay.
No doubt. Do y'all do spring practice and spring game?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm gonna have to make a dub trip out there, come and check you out on the blue turf.
Anytime. You're welcome to come out there anytime and check it out. I think it's May 6th, maybe to the 16th, whatever that Monday is the dates, but I think that's the date.
Good deal. Coach Dre is still out there with you guys?
Yeah. How do you know him?
He used to referee for me. He used to be one of my referees. Yeah, I have a ref business or whatever, and he was one of my good referees and stuff, a jokester. But yeah, I've known him for years.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, he's been with me since day one. 7 years ago, he's been out there.
Oh wow! Well, hell, if he can coach for you, I need to come out there and apply.
Come on. That is the thing about private school. You don't have to be certified, so you don't have to have a teaching job to be able to coach in the private school.
Okay.
Whereas public school, you got to have a teaching job and a certification. That is one major difference.
All right. Well, I tell you what, J Mac, I need you out there too. We're gonna give them a pep speech for practice, so we're gonna come out there and coaches for the day.
They need it. You need to come out to the off season and check them out too, and give them a pep speech for the off season and get them going.
Oh no, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come out there for spring. I want to come out there for spring, for the pregame, for the spring game, and see how y'all do it.
No, yeah, you can do that, but I was talking about the off season lift too. You got to get them going, get them excited. You know, back in the day we had a reality. Have you ever seen the reality show we had way back in the day?
No.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know you had one.
Yeah.
Hey, as a matter of fact, in the chat before you go, make sure you put the name of that show in there because DeSoto got about 3 of them. Yeah, I'm actually on one of DeSoto's, and I didn't even know I was on there. But
we're trying to get it back. We're trying to get it back for next year. I don't know if it's coming back yet or not for sure, but they're talking about bringing it back. But it was called The King of Friday Night Lights. It was 5 years ago, I guess now.
Oh wow!
Something like that.
Oh wow! Okay.
The King of Friday Night Lights. Okay.
King of Friday Night Lights. It was on you know what overtime is?
No.
Yeah.
It's like you see it like on Instagram all the time. They kind of do like short videos or whatever. It was on overtime. They filmed the whole the first year we won state. They filmed the whole deal.
Okay, yeah, they got to start when we come out there for spring practice because the Dub got to make an appearance. So we got to get off in there for sure.
Dion and them were on it. That was that they had their own. They had two. They followed 2 teams. Remember when he was at Cedar Hill or whatever they call it now,
Cedar Hill
Academy. Yeah. And then
you know what? Now I remember that because my son was on a recruiting trip. I mean, he was on a trip to Trinity, and we went to with a game with them, and they was out there filming the night we was at the game. So my son was actually in the video.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Because that game was on ESPN. That was a great game. That was a double overtime game that Preston Stone ended up winning on a walk-off run, but that was all documented on that deal, on that overtime deal.
Man, Hey, that's amazing. Yeah, I want to see that. We got to get that show back rolling and stuff. I'm all about team, and we need one for SOC too. I actually talked to somebody about doing one at SOC and then one at Dunkerville. Dunkerville don't let you get any access though. I think their students do all the filming for them. Because I actually I just saw one on Colin Simmons the other day, and the students did it. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Where was the DeSoto one at? Where was that on?
So DeSoto has multiple ones. They have one called the Eagles View. I see that always on YouTube. They have another one on Tubi. No, not Tubi. On the hell is that? On Prime, whatever that thing is. The main one on that you can watch on TV. It's called Fourth and Forever. That's the one I actually was on that I didn't know I was on until I saw it this year. Somebody
I did hear about that. Yeah.
Fourth and Forever, the Eagles View, and there's one more. Wasn't there one more done by something, J Mac?
Man, they
Coach
got so
Ward.
many out.
Yeah, they got like 3 of them. But yeah, I like the Fourth and Forever because I was on it. But yeah, we look forward to following the Parish Episcopal one on the blue turf.
Yes, sir.
I noticed that you guys wear a lot of white and a lot of I guess is it orange like a red? Is red? Okay,
Red.
yeah. But do y'all ever wear blue on the blue turf?
No, because you're not supposed to because of the numbers. So that was a big trick Boise was doing.
Yeah,
I think it got outlawed because you can't see who's who, and they would wear blue with gray numbers, and they make it real hard for you to tell who's in the game, who's out of the game. So you're not supposed to be able to wear the same color as the turf, which is ridiculous when you think about it, because how many green teams play on green turf? So I mean,
you right. Right.
But they get mad when you wear blue on blue turf. So I mean, whatever. But anyway, yeah, no, you're not supposed to be allowed to do that.
That's a
even though like DeSoto is green and they play on green turf. So I mean, I don't get that rule doesn't apply, but blue does, I guess.
Yeah, I would petition that. You just made the best point of all. Lake Ridge is green, Mesquite Poteet is green, and they all get to play on the green turf.
And people always ask this too. You get the bird conservationists talking about do the birds land on the turf and crash thinking it's water? No, that never happens either. But we get asked that question all the time about did birds kill themselves trying to land on the turf?
Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, that would give y'all definitely home field advantage. I can see it, but I think y'all should do that one day, man. Like, what's the worst they can do?
I don't know, man. We got to get somebody to sponsor the uniforms, though. That's the other thing. You got to get those alternate blue. We used to have gray.
Oh,
you used to have gray, but we didn't. Nobody. The kids hated it.
Oh, hey, we got a uniform sponsor right here.
Do you? Oh, I can't.
He makes the uniforms for high schools.
There you go.
On the phone right now.
Yeah, send me the information.
If you can wake his old ass up, you might get this.
Now we're redoing the turf this year, though. It's going to look different.
What?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this before Willow. Willow, you got to unmute yourself.
I got you, Coach, and I was asleep, J Mac. I just been sitting back here enjoying the conversation. But while you're over here trying to put in blast in the comments and stuff, I can't type fast enough to go off on your ass. You need to better talk.
Man, can't nobody read me that sleep. I ain't trying to hear that.
All right, so Coach, I'm your man, Coach. Whenever you're ready to get these fly unis, you know I'm here for you, Coach.
Send me your information.
Yeah, I got you. We're gonna make it happen for sure.
There you go.
I'll text it to you after the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just at a high school game last night where he did all the uniforms for the high school team. He did some for the Carter Kimball game. I mean, amazing work. Love the uniforms he drops for all these high school teams and stuff.
Basketball uniforms?
No, he does football, basketball, everything.
That's what I mean, though. Last night was basketball?
Yeah, last night I saw his basketball for the game. I didn't even realize he did it until I got there and saw his logo on it.
What's the name of the company?
Willowworth.
Willowworth.
Okay.
If you go back and watch the Carter Kimball game, he did both those uniforms.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the football game back in October. Was that now September? Yeah, if you can find that game, he did both of those uniforms. But yeah,
I got you.
Yes, sir.
How long does it take when you order them? What's the lead time on it?
Well, trust me, he gonna contact you. You ain't
All
gotta worry
right.
about it. You ain't gotta worry. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you like this. He gonna contact you through your right or left tackle pops.
I got you. I got you. There you go.
So
He's
yeah.
both. He's both
Yeah.
and guard. He played all of them this year.
Oh yeah, I know he a hell of an athlete. I was gonna ask you
And
about him a minute.
did an outstanding job.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And his turnaround time is pretty quick, so I don't think you have anything to worry about that.
There you go.
As far as that, man. So, well, I had another question before we jumped off, went on that tangent. What were we talking about? I lost it. J Mac. What's that?
You
Oh yeah,
talking
the field. The field. Thank you. The field. All right. So, you guys are gonna pull up the whole field and replace the whole field?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to talk to you after the show. I may have something for the old field. I don't know how y'all handle that, but I definitely have something I would love to talk to you guys about because I missed that golden opportunity with DeSoto when they changed fields.
They just take it. I don't know. That's part of the hardest thing is to get rid of the old field. They take it and do something with it. I have no idea.
But believe me, if they need somebody to haul it, I got them.
There you go.
I got them. But yeah, that field, is that the same field that was around when they first laid it down back in like 2012?
That's it. That's the very original one in 2014. It was all torn up. It needed to go.
Yeah, because I noticed, I saw a video of when they first laid it down, and it was like it was half red, half. I mean, it was the color. The color didn't work out, but then they finally got it. Okay, let me take Carl off right quick. I think he's on another call. All right. So the whole parish program, our referees actually refereed some baseball up there last year. You actually have I guess the turf is blue for baseball as well.
Everything is blue now. Softball, baseball, all of it's blue now. It used to not be, but all of it is now.
Yeah, so that is a niche. That's what makes you guys unique in Texas. Coach Carl Wade, baby, when you're ready to come back in.
That's the calling card of the Parish Episcopal School now is the blue turf.
No doubt. Do you guys have any other affiliated schools?
No, I mean we're all the way pre-K through 12, but we don't have a feeder or anything like that.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So I see the importance. And you guys are 9th grade through 12 only.
No, we're pre-K through 12, but I mean that's the hard part when people always talk about it is like you got to market your program because I don't have a feeder program where I got 3 middle schools that have to come to the high school, you know what I mean? Like, just because of where they live. So if you don't do a good job, you don't get kids coming to your high school program. So that part is probably the most difficult part is trying to constantly market the program and get it out there where people know what it is.
Right. But I would say this, you guys are located in an area where, you do have a good pool of kids to pull from. It's not like there's a lot of high schools just right there in their vicinity. You guys are kind of close to, or y'all kind of close to Green Hill, right?
Yeah, we're right there.
Okay, so do y'all ever play them? Is that a rival?
No, not since I've been there. No, we have not. Their program has been down a little bit, so no, we have not played them. Hadn't been a rivalry. Our deal is more. I tell people like this: like we're an academic school. You get a education similar to one of those types. I'll use the school I went to because I can talk about that one. St. Mark's. I went to St. Mark's, so
okay.
You can get a education like St. Mark's offers, but in my opinion, you get a better athletic experience at Parish. Gives you the best of both worlds because you're playing the best schools private school has to offer, and then also, you're playing the level of teams we're willing to play versus I don't know some schools. Some of these teams play I've never even heard of. So, I think for my money, if I had a kid that was into both and was wanting a good education and wanting to go play at the top level, that's private school wise. You can't do any better, and that's what we try to make our niche is that kind of deal versus being one or the other. Like the other way I explain it to people is if Stanford, when the Pac-12 was still a thing and was still around, they play Pac-12 football, but they also offer an Ivy League type education. Same type deal. We try to be in the high school world. We give you the best of both worlds.
No doubt. Hey, Coach Carr, I don't know if you caught it, but Coach Dan was asking about your lead time. You turn around on your uniforms. I told him that you were pretty good on that. But I know you guys will connect after the show.
Yeah, definitely. We're about 3 to 4 weeks, Coach, and also it's okay to mention the University of Michigan. You know, we're only the #1 public school and #1 university football-wise in the country.
There you go.
We might be the only one.
There's one right there.
That's
another one. That's right.
But I just thought I'd let you know that. But yeah, Coach, now we can get you done, man. 3-4 weeks. Knock you out, have you nice and fly. Put your nice color rush uniform together, man.
I ordered
real
the
nice.
new ones. They told me I had to get them done by January this year. I don't know.
Damn.
That's the lead time.
By
Nike
when?
Nike January of last year. But to get them for next season, that's why I was curious what the lead time was.
Oh, Coach, I can get you in 3 to 4 weeks from the time you improve your art.
There you go.
Yeah, no, we different. We flexible.
There you go. Well then, yeah, now we just need a sponsor.
Yeah, well, Coach, we can talk about both of those things.
I like it.
Yeah, I've been known to do both.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, somebody said no more blue field. I know you said there was going to be a change. Is it a drastic change or are we still
no,
blue?
God, no. We would never go away. It's still going to be blue. It's just going to be sweeter. It's going to be better. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but it's going to be a lot better.
Already. All right, Jay Mack, you got anything?
If we went back to green, there'd be a revolt.
Yeah, I think we would start that on the dub too. It don't make no sense. We got to have Parish in the blue.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't go back now.
I think the very first game I refed on the high school level in the chapter was at Parish on the blue turf. And y'all were playing some team from Cleburne or out of town somewhere. But that was years ago. That was before your time.
Yeah, probably. But no, I was probably there. I'm trying to remember.
And y'all were playing, but it was like 2014 or 15 at one of those 2 years up in there.
Yeah,
so
I was there as the offensive coordinator before. Yeah.
Okay. Where you started before you got there?
I was at the Cowboys actually doing quality control, and then before that I was at
I remember that.
Pitt for like 6 weeks, and then Miami of Ohio for 2 years before that.
Cowboys.
Right, was you with Brady? Was you at Brady Hope?
No, I was with Mike Haywood at Miami of Ohio.
Oh, okay. No, but he was with Ball State. Brady was with Ball State.
Yeah,
okay.
he was. Yeah, he was at Ball State. But no, Mike Haywood, who was a great coach, he went there and turned that. It's a sad story. He turned that thing around. He won the MAC championship in 2 years. They were 1-10, and then he went 11-4 and had the largest turnaround in the history of college football. He got the Pitt job. He was on his way. Great dude. He had a child with this woman when he was in South Bend who was crazy, and she accused him of domestic violence on New Year's Eve right after he got the Pitt job, and he got to let go over that deal. So that's how everybody got thrown at Pitt. But yeah, it was a tough deal. But then I came back here and did quality control for the quality control for the Cowboys, and then been at Parish ever since.
All right, so Cowboys. Speaking of Cowboys, man, I especially since how long were you with the Cowboys? A couple of years.
All right, so that's another weird story. I don't know how much time you got, but that's another weird story. I was with the coaching part of it about a year, but I was with the ownership a long time, 7 or 8 years. I love those people like they're my own. So watch what you say. The Jones people are the greatest people on the planet, in my opinion. Now you can say whatever you want about their football deal, but in terms of being good people, they're good people.
Oh, hey, me and Jay Mack, we still them boys. We're big Cowboy fans.
Oh yeah.
Actually, Jeremy's not a Cowboy fan no more.
What?
I'm in the portal right now.
He in the portal.
Oh yeah, you're in the portal.
Who are you gonna go with?
I don't know yet. Right now,
Kansas City?
I got Kansas City and Houston Texans, and then maybe go back to the Cowboys.
You know we're going to sign Dak for $60 million. You know that.
And that's probably going to make me go to the Texans.
Yeah, that's not a bad choice. Those are good too. Those two are good choices with those quarterbacks.
Yeah, because
right,
those
But
are
what
my
are you
two
supposed to
teams.
do? You can't get rid of Dak and start over. Like, what are you supposed to do?
all right. So let me ask
don't
you
know.
this.
I
Let me
guess
ask you
keep
this.
it.
Let me ask you this. Can y'all convince him to take a home discount? Because you look at Tom Brady. He won all these titles because he never was the highest paid player, even though he could have been the highest paid player his whole entire career. Can we get a hometown discount and make the team great again? Can we do something sensible? Because that's not sensible.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like he's going to do that, though, from what I've been seeing. It sounds like he's going to try to break the bank. But, yeah, he should do that.
Well, coach, let's be honest. You're a football coach. You're a championship coach. All right? You've seen the promised land. Coach, if they got a running game, Cowboys couldn't run the ball and stop the run this year. Who you think they was going to beat?
Nobody. You're right. They couldn't run the ball. That was the problem. You can't just sit there and throw it
Or
every play.
stop it.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, we blaming Dak, but the game should never all be 100% in Dak's hands. The best quarterbacks has the best running game.
Except
You
the
know?
Chiefs. The Chiefs kind of break that rule a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, not really. Pachinko, you know what I mean? Like they can run the ball.
But
You
here's
know
the
what I'm
thing about
saying?
the Chiefs aren't getting credit for the defense they play. The Chiefs were playing defense, is what they were doing. I mean, they weren't.
Right,
You know.
but I'm saying they can run the ball and they can stop the run.
True.
You know what I mean? So as long as you could do those tools and you have a really good quarterback, you're gonna win a lot of games.
But isn't that true? That's true at all levels of football. I mean, if you want to be really good, you got to do exactly what you just said right there.
But hey, to my point, the reason why the Dak discussion is relevant because you can't get better on defense, you can't get better at running back if you got one position taking all the money.
No, you can't. That's the problem. Is they missed. I worry they missed their window. You know, when he was making a reasonable salary, they needed to win one. But I mean, you look at the Chiefs. Mahomes making a ton of money, and they're still winning. So I don't know. I mean,
yeah, but like you said, but they got Mahomes in that window. Once you get through that window, once you win one in that window, then it's easy to justify the salary and to keep adding pieces around it. When you never win it, there you can't justify the salary, in my opinion.
I'm worried about who they hired as a defensive coordinator too. I mean,
I am too. I didn't like that hire either. Like that's a retread.
Yeah, there you go. Go get one of those young guys like the Ravens had, and those dudes that were making there were Mike McDonald and those dudes that were kicking ass this year. I mean, maybe Zimmer will be great, but he feels like a retread.
Absolutely, he might as well bring Gary.
I actually like Zimmer. I like Zimmer over the people that they interviewed.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I agree with you there. Rex Ryan. Who else they interviewed? Rex Ryan. Who was the other ones?
The
players wanted the players.
Ravens. The Ravens old DC.
Oh yeah, they went to Michigan or something.
No, the other one, Winkler. What's his name?
Martindale.
Martindale.
Wink Martindale.
Yeah, Wink. So I mean, I take him. I'd rather take Zimmer. Now I wish they would have just gave Al Harris the shot.
That's the one the players wanted was Al Harris.
Yeah, that's what I wish. Yeah, I wish they would have gave Al Harris a shot.
Did he leave and go with Quinn to Washington, or did he stay?
No, they blocked it. He's staying.
That's right. They did block it.
Yeah, and that's what I think they made the safe choice, and we never give a young buck a chance to go in there. Coach, you look like you're about 38 right now and stuff. So need to give the young bucks a chance to get out in there and put in some work.
I would agree with you. I think they should. Those are the guys that are winning all the games right now. If you look in the NFL, Shanahan, all those young cats are winning all those games right now. But somebody told me, I didn't hear him say it, but somebody told me Jerry's going around telling everybody he's not buying green bananas anymore. So his time is limited. He's got to get one. So he's trying to get the proven guys to get him one before it's the end.
Woo!
Yeah, because do you think the this generation of young kids don't really they don't. How much do you think that a coach being able to relate to his players matter? Do you think that the experience of the coach, or do you think the ability to relate to your players and get the most out of them?
The second part, I think that's the most important thing, is to relate to them. The days of being a military, my way or the highway, yelling at people and screaming at them, doing all that, hollering at them in their face and all that. That don't work anymore. I mean, those people, anybody's going to tune you out. I wouldn't respond to that crap either. So, I think you got to get guys that relate to the players and can earn their respect and trust versus telling them. You watch you go back and watch, say, even 10 years ago and watch him coach now, totally different dude. Like, you think 10 years ago he'd have gotten a press conference and thanked the players and said, these guys are the reason we're here and all that 10 years ago? Hell no, he would have never done that. But he realized, too, that he had to change before it got to, before it passed him by.
Oh, thanks. Dog. Yeah, look, I'm glad we were even talking about this. We never talk Cowboys on this show. We heard a lot. We played We the Steel Boys that J-Mac plays, and we've been crying a lot on the show behind these guys. But, it's just amazing because I almost feel like some of the high school coaches and coaching staff could coach this team to a Super Bowl better than what the hell is out there right now. Look,
I'll tell you this. Most of the best coaches I've seen at the levels I've been, the high school coaches are the best ones because they got to be. You can't, think about it. In college, you can recruit to whatever system you want to run, and as long as you got your recruiting down, you can get the players you want to get. In pro, you get to draft who you want to draft that fits your system. In high school, in theory, you can attract some kids that fit your system, but you're given what you got, and you got to figure out how to make that work and how to make it go. And those are the guys that it forces you to be creative. It forces you to think outside the box and not keep doing the same crap over and over and over again. So you watch where all the innovation comes from. Most of it comes from the high school guys, and it filters up to the college and the pro level because they're forced to. They have no choice. It's either that or you're going to be crappy if you don't have what you need. You can't go out and recruit it or draft it.
So, Coach, allow me to switch real quick. Tell me about your defense coordinator, because you had a pretty good defense.
Yeah, he's great. He's phenomenal. Coach Galusha, he's the most underrated coach on the planet. But they, year in, year out, we get a ton of credit because of the quarterbacks we've had on offense have been notable quarterbacks with Stone and then with Sawyer, who's committed to go to Purdue. So everybody just kind of focuses on that position and the offense. And Andrew Paul went to Georgia, the running back. So you kind of had a bunch of star power on the offensive side of the ball. But those guys, over the run we've had, the defense has been the key to the success. I mean, year in, year out, those guys do a phenomenal job. I'm an offensive guy, so I call the plays on offense. I stay out of the way of the defense. First time I see the game plan is on Friday night, so I'm like a fan. I just watch them and cheer them on. But those guys do an incredible job of getting them ready to play. And then, he puts guys in the right position. And I can tell you this, they're going to stop what you like to do, and they're going to make you do something else. And he's going to frustrate the mess out of you, and you're going to have to figure out, if you're going to beat them, you're going to have to figure out something that you don't like to do and beat them doing something you don't like to do.
What's his name again, Coach?
Will Galusha.
Will Galusha.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Italian.
He is from Abilene originally, but he came via Highland Park. He was at Highland Park as a linebacker coach. He's been with me 6 years. So 6 years ago.
I tell you what, Coach, it seems like it's a lot of good coaches come out of West Texas.
Yeah,
I mean, the football out there is horrible. But they got good coaches.
But it just got horrible. The thing about it, it wasn't always horrible. It used to be. I mean, when I was growing up, Odessa Permian was the deal. Them and whatchamacallit had Cedric Benson, Midland Lee, or one of those Midland schools.
Right.
And they were winning state championships. There was a bunch of good teams out there. It seems like recently they haven't been as good as they've been. But I think a lot of that has to do with the oil. Like when oil's booming, those teams get real good, and when oil's down, they don't get as good.
Makes sense.
They must be down because I would waste my time going out west to watch no football. Now I watch some girls basketball out there. They got some hoopers, but I ain't watching no football.
Yeah, there hadn't been one that I'm trying to think of the last really good West Texas team.
Abilene.
Is Abilene?
Yeah.
Who's the last one that won a state championship?
Well, I don't know. I know the team that lost to DeSoto in 2016 was pretty good. They probably should have won state then.
What's that team? Yeah, what was that? That was
who was that, Jay?
That was 2016. That was the year Peterman won.
Oh yeah.
They almost lost to that team. A miracle win.
Yeah. Every now and then they jump up, but also you got to also think about this. In the recent years, you've had the advent of private trainers, the 7-on-7 circuit. That's all big city stuff where kids are getting better, throughout the whole off season. That wasn't always a thing until, I don't know, 10 years ago, I would say. Like, I mean, when kids started working in the off season like that, it used to be you went football, basketball, baseball, and you didn't pick up a football again until the next season. Now, kids get done with football, they're with their trainer, they're playing 7-on-7, they're working out, they're doing all that stuff. So that's all big city stuff. I don't know. I mean, I haven't been out to a small town in West Texas. Maybe they got trainers like that, but not like they have in Dallas. I can't imagine because there's not enough kids to make the money. So our kids are getting better and better and better, throughout the whole off season.
Yeah. I think that's key. If you look, and I think that's why you see a lot of freshmen starting, earlier, on varsity. I think that year-round trainers and the constant repping, right? So all you're doing is repping, and it helps. You done played a whole nother football season by the time you know what I'm saying, the season starts. So I'm all for it because I mean you can only get better playing football, right?
Correct.
Like. It's no other way around that.
The only thing you see that's a problem with it is the injuries. Like I've noticed the injuries have picked up way more as that's picked up too. I don't know why. I don't know what the correlation is because I don't know why. If
probably the wear and tear, coach.
It's got
that's a lot. Yeah, it's still a lot of wear and tear. And then you got to think about it. When those kids are with you, with the amount of work you're doing, you're still doing the strength and conditioning part. That helps them do preventative medicine, the stretching, you know what I mean? And those things might not be enforced on at that level with that type of, with 7-on-7, you know what I mean? To be able to cool their body down and the physiological standpoint that can help them recover. But I'm glad you talked about 7-on-7. Do you let your kids play with various teams only? It doesn't matter if they, pick up bad habits, or you kind of got people that kind of fit your system that's running your 7-on-7?
No, I let them play. I don't fight that battle, man.
Okay.
That to me again is an old school methodology that you're going to lose a bunch of kids that way out of your program if you start telling kids they can't play on certain teams or they can only do this or only do that. I don't know. I mean that's not a battle I'm interested in fighting.
Right, but when it's time for your 7-on-7 to get together, as long as they show up, you cool with it.
Yeah, we don't do a whole bunch of it though, to be honest with you, because of the injury part of it. Like I've lost enough kids in 7-on-7 that the risk reward is, to me, isn't worth the juice isn't worth the squeeze of going. Like, look, 7-on-7 is not real football. I mean, it's basically a 2-minute drill where you're down and the other team can play 2-man the whole time or play 3 high safety zone. I mean, you can't run the ball. You can't do anything that you would normally do. So I mean, there's only certain scenarios where I think that's applicable to an 11-man. How many times do you see a quarterback get to sit back there and pat the ball for 4 seconds and throw it? No, he's going to get popped in his mouth. After about 2 seconds, the ball has to come out. So, I mean, I think your quarterback can pick up a lot of bad habits. I think a lot of things can happen that don't necessarily translate to the 11-man. So when we get rolling, like we don't waste. We try to get ready for 11-man football. We don't waste time trying to do stuff that's not going to translate.
Right. I think the other part of the injury bug too is the overtraining of the athletes. Now that the athletes are training on every corner, then they're playing 7-on-7, then they're practicing hard with the school. So I think it's just like Coach Carr said, the wear and tear on the body. But I know about the overtraining because I used to get on my 2 sons when they played about training so much.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get with the right trainer that knows what they're doing. Obviously, I mean, the hard part about that whole game is anybody can jump into it. So, I mean, if I'm a parent, I'm trying to get with somebody reputable that's got a track record, that knows what's going on, that's not going to put my kid at risk. Because the worst thing that can happen is you're going into your senior year, you get out there and you get hurt before your year starts. Like the kid at Denton Geyer, the running back, he was related to my safety, so I know that story. Like he tore his ACL in a camp in spring and missed his whole senior season. I mean, that to me is devastating if that happens. So, I think you got to be careful. That more isn't always better. Like you got to make sure you get with somebody that's going to monitor your workload and make sure you're doing the right thing, and they're not just after the money. They're really after your best interest.
Hey, that's interesting. You even brought in the camps and stuff, because hell, now that's another element you got to add in the off season. I feel like they actually use their body more in the off season than they do in the regular season.
Yeah.
God,
and they should just let them pad up. Like I go to I'll go watch the SMU camp or college camps. It's as physical as any practice. They should just let them wear pads, because half the injuries that happen at those things are because they're not properly equipped and they're trying to get a scholarship and they're wrestling with each other or doing whatever, and somebody gets torqued one way, or you know what I'm saying? Like they're like everybody's going 110% because they're trying to impress a college, especially at a college camp. They don't come off the throttle, and so that to me is how bad crap can happen, is when somebody is being Johnny eager, trying to make a name for himself or whatever, and something goes wrong. But I mean, I think they got to put some reform into that whole deal too.
Didn't they used to they used to have camps where you were full patty. Remember that, Coach?
Yeah, they used to. Yeah, and they took that away. They took all that away.
Yeah. Back in that's out of the original camps where you had to bring your whole pads, helmets, and everything.
Yep. I mean, again, I don't know what the answer is. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but the ones I've watched where kids have gotten hurt, it's generally they'll butt heads with each other. That happens a lot. Like when they're rushing, some kid will bull rush and the lineman will try to stop his bull rush, and they'll end up butting each other in the head, and somebody breaks their nose. That type of stuff happens all the time.
Yeah, that's that old school football, man. I'm glad I don't do no stuff like that, man. But you know what? I tell you what, though, Coach, man. Whatever it is, I think we're getting better football players out of it.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that's because I mean, just like comparatively speaking, when we was coming through, I mean, like you said, shoot, we was playing football, but we was playing satellite football at Atwell every Friday, every Saturday during the off season. Right?
Yeah.
That was our football. Everybody in the neighborhood get together. We go to the middle school, and that's what we did. We played football, right? But we didn't have 7-on-7, right? So at that point, we was either running track or we was playing summer basketball.
Yeah.
And then when you kind of get into football, you're just starting to pick up a football for the first time in a minute, right? So I think that element of being able, so kind of take you back a little bit. J-Mac and I had a spring league, and we actually took a group of kids from South Dallas, Coach, and we took them as 6th graders. And we took them through our fall league, then we took them through a spring league. And they actually ended up winning the city championship 2 years in a row, their 7th and 8th grade year. And it was only because they was playing more football than the people they was going against.
100%.
You know what I mean? So they was already like a little bit more advanced because they had already played, let's say, a full season of older kids.
Yeah.
And so when they came back their 7th grade year, they was a little bit more aggressive, and they was in a groove, so to speak. And a lot of those kids go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you said it a minute ago. The only way you get better at football is playing football. That's right.
He's absolutely right. I actually run a 14U league now. I kind of picked up the baton, and we've had kids like Marsha Curvin at DeSoto and DeCorian Moore play in that league in the past, and they, as freshmen, were factors on the teams that they started, and a lot of people that have played in our league have won state championships. So, like and Coach Carr has always said that you only get better playing football by playing football. And so
y'all have those guys y'all need to send some of these guys to Parish and quit sending them over to DeSoto. You had all those guys.
All right, look, I'm gonna come to your spring practice. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna talk to you because we can play our spring championship on your campus, and you'll get to see a lot of these kids.
There you go. There you go. I'll pass out admissions pamphlets.
Okay,
I'm only kidding.
I ain't mad at you, coach.
I'm
Hey, I
only
don't blame
kidding. I'm only kidding. That was a
Coach.
joke. Yeah.
Coach. Hey, listen, it ain't nothing like crime-free Episcopal, Coach. They good
Right.
God-fearing people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, this will come back to haunt me. I'm only joking for
He
anybody out
just
there.
playing. He
Yeah,
just
he's
playing.
only joking. But hey, I'm gonna give a shameless plug to my league, BU Sports League. Even though we just down 7-on-7, we do 7-on-7 and tackle 14U league. We got teams in Dallas and Houston. If you're interested in forming a team in Dallas, don't let Houston outdo us. We got about 6 teams in Houston and about 3 in Dallas. So we need more teams in Dallas.
Where's your 7-on-7? You do 7-on-7 every week?
Yes.
Tournaments?
We don't start. No, we do a league. We don't start
league?
until March. No, we start March the 24th.
Because I coach
Coach,
youth 7-on-7 teams.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, we might need to get a team or two off in the league then.
That's where all those quarterbacks came from. I coached them all on 7-on-7 when they were young kids.
Smart. I love it. I love it. And so there's
Coach out there grassroots. He ain't got to recruit.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Hey, I'm back. Hey, coach. So we need to get you a junior high tackle spring league, spring team.
For sure. If you mean it, if you can get all the kids to come out there, you talking about bring one over, or you talking about from the parish team?
From the parish, and
From
you
the
know
parish.
we can always add something to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, Coach, here's how it works, right? So, if you look at just like building your team, I mean, you're a state championship guy. It's like this. If you look at the University of Texas, or if you look at the University of Alabama, the best play, the nucleus of their team is made from Alabama, from the state of Alabama, right?
Right.
They special players
come from all over.
Yes, they all out of state.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So you take your nucleus and then you just sprinkle a little magic in it. You know what I mean? And then voila.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go, Coach. You know the
You're
formula.
already on it.
You know the formula.
Yeah. Look, I think it's a couple things. You got to have a trigger guy. I mean, obviously, any of the teams that win anymore at any level, you got to have somebody pulling the trigger that's a special player. You don't see the days of Trent Dilfer and the Baltimore Ravens. That's few and far between, where you had a bus driver playing quarterback. And then, like you said, you got to have a few special guys sprinkled in around a good nucleus of people that are all playing for each other. To me, that's the formula.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, I got a question for you, Coach. Have you ever been interested in going to public school? Because I heard it was a certain team in North Dallas over there in a nice area over there called Hillcrest. If
I had $1 for everybody that asked me that question, I like where I'm at right now. I'm not trying to actively leave, but you never say never. I mean, I don't know what the future holds, but no, I'm not up and leaving to go to Hillcrest.
they pay good money over there now.
I know
they do. Yeah.
Coach,
it ain't longer than parish.
Hey, Coach, now I did hear this though, Coach, and your name has popped up.
Okay.
There's a school that has a lot of love to give.
Okay.
And they're joyous. They just landed a great coach, and they're walking around stealing head coaches from programs that are winning. I've heard their budget is right around $5 million for a coaching staff, and the only question they got to ask is how you plan on beating Sock. So
who is that?
Oh, Lovejoy out there with old Coach Dodge. You know, they got a guy came out of retirement.
Oh, God.
They say they need a good special teams coach, and quarterback coach, and all. We just trying to figure out how long you gonna be, Coach. How long you gonna be before you leave to go over to Lovejoy?
No, that's not happening either. I can tell you that one. No, man, that was a crazy one. That one surprised me that Sock beat the brakes off of him like that.
Yeah, well, that's what Dodge there, coach. That's why they died.
They ran
And they
him
went
out
and
of there.
got. They told.
I thought he left to go to a college gig. They got rid of him.
Hey, he was gonna
Yeah,
leave.
he did.
He was gonna leave to drive a trash truck. He was gonna leave regardless.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
He went to Stephen F. Austin, but
that's right.
Now we're gonna have Todd on Todd crime. So we look forward to the season. Let me ask you this about public schools. Do you think that Parish would ever consider going big 4A or 5A? Small
If they'd
5A?
let us, hell yeah, if they'd let us. But they try to keep us out of there. I don't know for what. Again, to me, that's one of the crazier things that goes on. The whole public versus private thing in the state of Texas. I think, like if you go to, I lived in Ohio. Like they don't have that problem in Ohio. Like I don't know. It's just only in Texas where that whole. And look, I'm not at either one. Like like I said, I like both of them. I can go to either one. You know, I coach at either one. I don't have like I'm a private school guy or I'm only a public school. I don't get that whole deal that people have in the state of Texas about, you know, the public versus private deal. I'd love to do it if they'd let us do it, but they're the ones keeping us out. I mean, we're not trying to. Like right now, the rule, as I understand it, is if you go, you have to go 6A. Well, the problem with that is, could our football team survive? Yeah, maybe, right? Like it'd be tough, but we'd be okay football-wise. I'm not saying we go win or whatever, but we'd be fine football-wise. Depth would be a problem because we don't have the same number of kids. We're the smallest 6A school right now in private school, and depth is a problem. So I can only imagine if you're having to play DeSoto and Duncanville and those schools, you know, depth is going to be an issue. But the bigger issue is it's not just football. All your programs. So now your girls softball, your whatever, you know, all those schools, all those programs got to play 6A, and they get the break speed off of them, and it's no fun for any of them either. And that's the bigger issue is all the other programs that have to also go play in the 6A level. Because right now, that's my understanding of the rules. If you go,
no, that's it.
You had to go 6A.
Like,
but why is that, Coach?
Right?
Why do they have to go 6A and not what's your extra enrollment?
Ask the high school. I mean, I have no idea why they fight against that so much. Ask those
it's
guys.
faith family, Coach. So what ended up happening?
They made Jess go 6A. That's why Jess was
6A.
Why
they got different? Yeah, why they 6A? Yeah, because they don't have that many kids.
No, they made them do it because of the same rule.
Yeah, it's faith family. Remember we was talking about the faith family rule? How, you know what I'm saying? Because they was winning so much, and people saying, "Oh, they're a charter school. They doing whatever." They treating them just like they treating private school. They making them play up in a large enrollment. Yeah. So one of the things that we ask, Coach, is if you're gonna punish me for winning, shouldn't you punish the people for losing?
Yeah.
Shouldn't if you're losing on 6A, shouldn't you go to 5A?
Yes.
You know.
100%. Yes. And I mean, like I said, go look at Ohio. Like they're all playing with each other and they're getting along great. And it's not just the private schools winning and recruiting or whatever. Yeah. Like Lakota West is a public school, one of the best dang public schools you can play across the country, and they're dominant. I mean, it works in a lot of other states.
What part of OH10 are you from, Coach?
What's that?
What part of Ohio are you from?
Cincinnati.
So y'all got Moeller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's what else is Moeller, Warden Sorensen, St. Ignatius. Those are some of the top private schools, correct?
Yeah, correct.
All right. So I went to Michigan, and a lot of my partners played at those schools. So they always talk about how good their football is, and Warren Hardy and what's my man's school that Paul Brown, Massillon.
Yeah,
all those schools. Yeah. So all those schools played private schools, like they all in the same district and play the same. It's no difference now.
No.
Why y'all didn't let Bishop Gorman in?
To what?
When they're part of Ohio football?
No, Bishop. Which one? Bishop Gorman.
Not Bishop Gorman. Bishop
Sycamore. You talking about Bishop Sycamore?
Yeah, Bishop Sycamore.
That is ridiculous.
Well, aren't they part of Ohio football?
They are part of Ohio football. That was ridiculous.
Yes,
sir. They were supposed to play Duncanville or DeSoto, weren't they?
Yeah,
somebody.
Oh my God. That'd be
But
a
that was
disaster. But no,
that would have
look,
been sick.
here's the other thing people don't understand. This is where the education needs to take place. At the Parish Episcopal School, there are only 115 kids per grade maximum. It costs, I don't even know what the equivalent of $30,000 a year, whatever that is to you and your family to go there. And you have to take an admissions test. So I tell all these guys all the time, if I wanted to take all your players, I couldn't. They don't have room, right? There's a financial piece to it, and there's an academic piece to it. So you don't have anything to worry about. I couldn't go raid the roster of any public school, even if I wanted. Even if they told me to go do it, I couldn't go do it because we don't have the infrastructure to do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, if they told you to go do it, Coach, they got a plan in place for you to.
That's most reputable private schools. Now you got the ones out there like IMG that are actually just going and recruiting people's best players off their roster. I get it. I'm not a fan of that either. I get it. That part I understand why people don't like that. But that's not what's going on at most reputable Texas private schools. Not in the least.
No
If
doubt.
anybody thinks our head of school cares about, he comes to me and says, "Hey, go steal the best football player off Berlin Centennial." I mean, that's just not even happening. But that's how they act at the Texas High School Coaches Association. That's how they act like what's going on. Like that they think that that's the initiative of these schools is just to simply go steal athletes off of people's roster and bring them to the private school. It's not how it works.
I always feel, Coach, I feel like it's like I'm an old school player, so I always feel like if somebody could come take your woman, then it probably wasn't your woman.
There you go, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Like
I can't understand that logic that people be thinking. Because to me, it sounds like you wasn't treating them right if you worried about somebody coming to steal them. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I've never understood
that.
that.
Worry about that.
I've never understood dudes that fight over a woman because it's not the other dude's fault. It's your fault. Like, why are you fighting him? Like, he didn't do anything. It's your woman's fault she's the one that was cheating on you. I've never understood that logic. But anyway, I agree with you.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. And so y'all, so you say y'all ain't got no NIL deals waiting on no public school.
God, no. I wish, but no. Look, if we had that, here's the other thing I tell you. If we had that going on like that, I'm the worst coach you ever met because I'd never lose a game if that was going on. If it was going on like that, we should be killing everybody.
Well, I mean, Coach, it's not like you're not killing everybody.
I mean, but yes. I mean, we've had a good run of success, but we've lost our fair share of games too. I mean, we haven't just walked out there and steamrolled everybody 65-0.
All right, that's true, Coach. But let's be honest. Because you don't fear smoke, sometimes you get some of the smoke.
Yes.
But it's only because you're playing guys with smoke.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you sitting up there losing to other private schools. You know what I mean? You losing to some of the best of the best. You know what I mean?
So it's guys I respect the hell out of. So I respect the heck out of those guys. And if I'm gonna lose, I'll lose to one of those dudes and move on down the road. You get your ass whipped, you get your ass whipped.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this: what private school do you want to see that you haven't seen that you think would be a good game?
Oh man, that's a good question. Jesuit.
That's it.
Yeah.
They got a week 2?
I ask them every year. Yeah, I mean, I think they're full, but
they ducking you.
They ducking.
I mean,
you
said it, not me.
Yeah, they ducking.
I mean, that would be a game we like to play. I'm trying to think of another one. But
and tell them, Coach, they ain't got no reason to duck. Hell, they in the district with Irvin and Richardson. What the hell they ducking for?
Right.
And they got twice as many boys as we have. I mean, they should have no problem.
That's what I say too, Coach. I don't know why they ducking you, man. I think you need to put it out there.
Yeah,
make a public announcement.
Y'all trying to get me hated.
I'll put it out there, Coach.
Don't worry about it. We got you, Coach. Don't worry about it.
No, that'd be one we like to play. Y'all trying to get me in trouble, but no, we'd love to play them. And then
we're trying to get you a phone call, Coach.
Hey, come on. Come on.
Yeah, that's all. We want them to pick up the phone and call you. Look here, man. We ain't running from no chance.
Well,
hey, what about Highland Park? Is that the other one?
Yeah, I mean that's not a private school, but yeah, we try to play them every year. And look, like they got nothing to worry about either. They probably beat us every year, but I don't know. Who knows? We just want to play the game.
Are they ducking you too?
Yeah.
Man,
You just don't want to play that one in Highland Park.
Why not?
Well,
that's one of the iconic stadiums. Why not?
Yeah, you would love to, Coach, but they don't play fair at Highland Park.
Yeah, you don't win in Highland
But
Park.
I'm a taxpayer over here. I'm a taxpayer over here, so they got to treat me right. So they got to take care of me.
No, they don't. Look, just because you're friends with the Joneses don't mean that you're going to get the Joneses treatment.
Not at all.
I should get the taxpayer treatment, though. I should be treated fairly. My money spends the same as everybody else's that pay for that place.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yes, sir. Man, Coach, wow, it's been fun, man. I'm glad you were able to make it on because we were a little nervous, a little worried. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do for a show, but you came in.
No, I apologize, man. My kids, you get going with your kids, and then I was like, oh, crap, man, it's 9:15. They're sitting here going crazy, causing problems.
Yeah, freestyling.
Yeah. Look, like the off season is my wife's domain too. Like during the season, she leaves me alone. But the 6 months in the off season, when I get home, it's like I'm an employee.
Yeah.
Understandable.
My time isn't my own when I'm at home.
Hey, one last question, Coach, before you get out of here, man. They was talking about changing this rule of where they're allowing juniors to play in All-American games. How do you feel about that?
Oh, shoot. I never even heard of that. But look, any type of thing that gets your kids exposure, I'm all for it. Now, again, like the injury risk, I would tell a parent, like, you got to weigh all that out about most of those kids, I assume, would already have their scholarship lined up and already be committed or whatever. So it's a little bit different than the kids that are going to camp trying to earn a scholarship. So if you did get hurt, you probably would have your situation taken care of. But that's what you got to weigh the risk of is how important is it for your senior high school season? And there's no substitute for film. Like everybody thinks they're going to get around the whole film thing. The number one thing you got to have to get recruited is film. Everything else is secondary to that. So that's what I'd be trying to protect is the downside of getting hurt or anything like that. But beyond that, yeah, go ahead. Go get your exposure. Go get that stuff is all good for your program. Like, truthfully, like when kids play in that stuff, it only lifts your profile, lifts your marketing and your program stature.
No doubt. Well, man, Coach, it's been great on episode 78.
Yeah.
Good luck to you in your season. We definitely gonna stop by for spring break. Hopefully all the guys can come out with me and stuff. I'm gonna send you the address. Everybody send me your address. I get it to Coach for the care pack.
Send me your address and I'll send you some swag over there.
Absolutely. And then Coach Carr would definitely be getting y'all laced up with some swag. And I'll call you Coach because a lot of interesting stuff we talked about. So I think there's a lot of things we can do to kind of help each other out. So we appreciate you jumping on and imparting your wisdom and clowning Jerry and the Cowboys and telling them to get their S together. We appreciate all that.
Look, just go ahead and delete this thing before you get me in trouble and throw it away.
I was just going to say, Coach, come on Sunday night if you can cuss in peace.
What, Sunday night?
Sunday night is our customer show.
There you go.
So we don't give a damn on Sunday night. Come on down on Sunday night.
Yeah, we
anytime. I enjoy being on there. Anytime you want me on there, I'll come on.
All right.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You'll be free on Sunday, though. I ain't gonna lie. You'll be free on Sunday. I'll tell you like that.
Just bring some holy water, Coach.
On Sunday?
Yeah.
Huh?
Our Sunday night show is different from the Wednesday night. That's the show where you can bring your Johnny Walker Blue or whatever you and Jerry Jones consume, and you can just let loose.
Bring your holy water, Coach.
He does.
You're gonna need a couple of Hail Marys.
Sunday night is kind of like just free. It's just free.
What time do y'all do it on Sunday night?
About 8:00.
Every Sunday night, you just get on there and
yeah, freestyle.
And we have coaches that will pop on from all over the Metroplex on Sunday night.
Side coaches love it. Side coaches love it. I'm gonna tell you that now. Side coaches love coming on Sunday night.
Hey, Coach, Just to kind of give you a rundown, the last Sunday we talked about sauna etiquette, what you what you can wear in the sauna and what you can't wear. We talked about why is a hot link a hot link.
You got to wear a bathing suit in the sauna. You can't go naked into the sauna. Is that who's saying? I mean,
because we say it depends on where you are. So if you're on the north side of town, if you're on the north side of the Trinity, they go naked. In the southern sector, they go shorts and no shirt.
See, I can get down shorts and no shirt is how I mean that's the only way. But anyway,
because you got a little brother in you.
Outside, baby.
You wear socks too.
No socks. Hell no, you can't wear socks.
Oh, we also talked about. Do you eat an ice cream cone in public?
What?
Do you eat ice cream cone in public?
Do you eat an ice cream cone in public? No, I don't eat ice cream out of the cone. Period. I don't. Who gets it in the cone?
Coach. That's what I told him. I eat it out of a cup. I don't
the cup.
Get the cone.
Yes.
Yeah,
nobody gets it in the cone.
Well, Coach Todd does.
Oh no.
And Coach Todd actually bites his ice cream.
I think I do bite my ice cream too, actually, now that I think about it. But I don't eat it out of the cone. I just eat it in a spoon.
Coach Todd, he got caught slipping at the red light. He got caught slipping at the red light.
So to let Coach Todd tells it, he picked up his kids from school. They was eating their ice cream. He put up to the red light. He was eating his ice cream like he normally eats his ice cream. He looked over. The man next to him was looking at him eating his ice cream. So he turned and looked at him and made eye contact and bit his ice cream.
Oh Lord.
So that's the kind of foolery we got on Sunday nights.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, sir. So like B. Riser, you get a chance to lay your hair down at night. So yeah. So it's a wild and woolly show. So you're welcome to come on anytime. We have coaches that pop on anytime. We had a coach from where was it? Corpus Christi that just popped on.
Corpus Christi, Miller.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be getting the Cal Allen job.
Oh,
huh?
He's supposed to be getting the Cal Allen job.
Oh, wow.
Well, what's the Cal? Say that again.
The Cal Allen. That's like a big. Remember that's where the guy that Danaher was the guy that won all those games, and then he retired 2 years ago, and his defensive coordinator took over. That dude just retired. Danaher. He just retired like yesterday or the day before, and everybody said that Miller guy is going to get the Cal Allen job is like the historic job down there, I guess. I don't, whatever.
Oh wow! We just had him on Sunday. Now you gonna have to. I'm gonna try to get him on this Sunday. Then we got to find out.
Yeah, I mean,
they said he's done a really good job at Miller. Yeah, or something. Yeah,
he's doing great, man. He had 6 players make All-State with the Texas Riders, so I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, and he's supposed to be playing DeSoto this year.
Oh, that's right. That is, okay, yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
No, I don't know that for sure. So don't get. There you go. I'm getting in trouble again.
Look, it's too late, Coach. We get 7,000 views a week.
And he watches the show because he hopped on like at 11 o'clock at night. Cause we just be talking, and he was just like, "Hey, I'm the head coach at Corpus Christi Miller." I was like, "Okay, then we'll come on."
He came on.
He said he watched the show. He watched the last four weeks straight.
Well, look, I'll give him a shout out. This is what I'll say how I know it. A guy that I coach his kids around here. He was a big time player at Cal Allen, and then he played at SMU. He told me yesterday that they had a town hall meeting, or Monday, President's Day. What's today? Wednesday. Monday, President's Day. They had a town hall meeting where they try to determine what they want their next coach, and that guy's name was the one came up. So there you go. I'll put it all out there so I don't get him or anybody else in trouble. That's where that came from.
That's all right, because we know you dry snitching and you don't mean it, but it's okay.
I'm sure gonna be texting him tomorrow. I'm gonna let him make it tonight, but he gonna hear from me in the morning.
Yeah, he is. They're after him. That's the moral of that story.
No, the moral of the story is we're not gonna be committing no crimes with Coach.
That's right. That's right. You don't want me in your bank robbery crew.
Hey, I ain't mad at you, Coach. I'm with you. I'm telling you, don't commit no crime with me because I'm not going to jail for you.
Well, don't be there.
Hey, look, you putting me. Look, you're putting me in other jobs. I may as well put somebody else in other jobs.
Oh yeah, we did. We got you hired over at Lovejoy, Coach. Yeah, they need a good special teams coach.
Woo! Hey man, look, this episode's been turned up. I absolutely love it. We are coming to campus. We will connect with you to get some gear that we'll wear on the show. We love it. Parish Episcopal is in the house. Do y'all have any sayings? Anything? Like so got Weibo and DeSoto got DeSoto U and Duncanville got D1Ville and Sock got the Mecca. What is the saying over here at Parish?
I'm not cool. I'm not that cool like that, man. I don't have any monikers or anything.
Come on, Coach.
Like that. No, we don't.
I got one for you, Coach.
Give me one.
I got one for you, Coach.
Go for it.
Your official saying is, why you hold scared?
They'll take my keys away tomorrow if I put that out there.
Hey, Doug, so we're gonna let you go on that note.
Hey, I'm Reginald Samples, 6A Division I state champion. I just want to give a shout out to the Dubs, my favorite podcast and program.
Ron Murray, Mr. High School Holler, K104, the biggest out at the 214 day camp. Big shout out to the Quentin Jackson, the Duncanville all-world quarterback.
It was good. The Quentin Jackson, shout out to the Dubs High School Podcast.
Big shout out to the Dub, man. I see y'all making moves and doing what y'all need to do.
But we breaking news on Wednesday night, man.
Say J-Mac. Coach he trying to keep his house in Highland Park, J-Mac.
Yeah. That's another tidbit we got.
Damn, J-Mac.
That man just told you he paid taxes in Highland Park. He ain't trying to get that up.
No.
Not for the H word.
No, look, I'm gonna be honest. That money long.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you that money ain't coming from Parish. That's why he in Highland Park. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Oh no.
No, because that's why he ain't tripping on leaving Parish, man. He ain't about no money. He don't care. That man told you the Joneses are his real close friends.
Oh, absolutely.
He good.
Good. So hey,
I'm just gonna put it like this. The family brand is worldwide.
Yeah.
I know where his family is. So yeah, he ain't tripping. He ain't tripping
at all. So Coach, I will be asking you for a donation for the league tomorrow.
Exactly. He can afford it.
Right.
Yes, sir. Tax write-off, whatever you got to do with it. Man, hey, episode 78 was a damn fool, man. I love it. Appreciate everybody that tapped in. Anybody got any closing statements or remarks or incrimination before we get out of here?
I want to give a shout out to LeRon Gilbert because he called it on Coach Carl. He said, talk about uniforms, and he got wide awake.
boy, he tripped me out on that, boy. He said you was asleep. He started talking about money, boy. You
First up like look, he went change rooms and everything.
Hey, look. I switched to my phone. I got out of my laptop.
I see.
Hey,
one day we do that Parish check go cash. I don't blame you. I would have got it up too.
Coach, Because you got Title IX over there, so you got to get girls and boys over there. They got lacrosse, rugby.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They got it all.
Hey, Coach Carl, we might see that Willow on Highland Park too. I don't know.
Hey,
yeah.
Coach, look, look, Episcopal is baby Highland Park anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We trying that with the little brothers first.
Already.
Yeah. Made the little brothers lie. The big brothers want them.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, episode 78 has been fun as hell. We're gonna put let me do this before we get out of here. I just want to say this one more again. We're gonna put the Dub Awards out next week. We're gonna do that show. We might bring on coaches if they just want to come and talk about players and stuff like that. But we're gonna do the all Dub team. So we're gonna start off with the 6A. We're gonna post this in the group probably starting Friday. We want y'all to vote on the 4th spot, 5th spot, or 6th spot, depending on how many spots we put in for each position. Y'all can do y'all write-in votes. We'll figure out who that winner is, but y'all have a voice in this thing. The all Dub team. It ain't about us, it's about y'all. So we appreciate y'all. We want y'all to support, though. We need y'all to like the page because it's only going to come from our page. We need y'all to sign up for the page, like, and share it with everybody, your mama, your daddy, your baby mama, whoever you need to do it with. But the Dub needs that support, man. We've been putting in work for y'all. Y'all take care of us on that other end, man. Appreciate y'all.
Sunday night. We'll see y'all Sunday night. I'm going to try to get the QB guru, Noble King. I'm trying to get him on.
Marco.
Already.
I'm going to bring Ladarius on, man. We got to find out. We got to get his rankings of all the team moms.
There it is. Hey, also, I'm going to bring on Bowleg soon, too. Bowleg want to come on. I think it's going to be a very important show, kind of like when we had Tyrick and his mom on.
Right.
My boy, he's a G in the city. He was a great quarterback at Belt, played semi-pro football, and he been through some things. So he want to talk to y'all youngsters and get y'all right before y'all go out there and screw something up.
Yeah, he the man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
He the man in these streets.
In these streets. All right, Dub salute, baby. We out of here. Episode 78 was a damn fool. Peace.
You all wanted the lights. You wanted the camera. And you wanted the action. And you got it. What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? Now, what you gonna do with it?
I'm repping the Big U Sports League. These boys be playing at warp speed. If you got a good coach, support please. It's a heavyweight fight with more teams. The media hype is on team. With that boy Hall of Fame, we gon' win. With the BYC, we roll in. When they go against us, they gon' fold in. Don't be late for the rush hour. He be acting like Ghost when he on power. The fans be ready to go hours when they talking.